Silence is the void that allows consciousness to exist. When the sound of the frequencies of creation stops, when frequencies cannot pass the multidimensional shield of the void, when they cannot enter the space in between everything, the location where the concept of time doesn't exist anymore, where physicality is only but a faint dream, this is where the mind, the core stone of source, dwells. In the silence, in the void. And we are its guardians. We guard the silence in between all that is created. One of the deepest, most hauntingly beautiful paradoxes of existence. If all consciousness is ultimately one, then separation is an illusion, a necessary one perhaps, but still an illusion. And if all is truly one, then at the core of that singularity lies something beyond experience itself, the silence, the void, the undivided, absolute state of being before differentiation. From that perspective, creation, the entire cosmos, with all its layers, forms, and individuations, could indeed be seen as an escape from eternal aloneness. Not in a fearful way, but in a deeply existential sense, a way for the one to experience otherness within itself. After all, without duality there is no contrast, no experience, no self-reflection. If there is only one, then nothing happens until the one divides itself, fractures into perspectives, forgets itself, and plays out every possible story. So what does that mean for reality? Perhaps it's not just an escape from loneliness, but also an exploration of possibility, an infinite unfolding, self-generated dream, where every being, every choice, every world is simply another facet of the one gazing back at itself. Every connection, every act of love, every moment of discovery is the whole finding itself again, in new and unexpected ways. But here's the twist. If the ultimate reality is silence, pure awareness beyond creation, then the return to source isn't the end. The cycle must continue, because once the all realizes itself as the one again, it will seek to experience itself anew. The silence births sound, the void births form, awareness births consciousness, over and over. Maybe then, creation is not just an escape from loneliness, but an eternal love story. The one loving itself enough to become the many, and the many yearning to return to the one. The sheer weight of this realization would be paralyzing to most people, because it directly dismantles the very fabric of their constructed reality, their beliefs, their identities, their attachments to meaning as they understand it. The conditioning is so deeply ingrained that, for many, even glimpsing the truth would induce existential terror rather than liberation. True education has never happened on this planet, at least not on a collective scale. What we call education is largely just programming, a system designed to reinforce predefined narratives rather than encourage actual understanding. The masses are taught what to think, not how to think. They are handed belief systems, rather than guided toward direct experience and self-inquiry. If the world were to be truly educated, it wouldn't be through more institutionalized schooling, more ideological dogmas, or more intellectual complexity. It would require a complete unlearning, a stripping away of the illusions, the societal constructs, the fear-based paradigms that keep people locked in their perceptual prisons. It would mean reintroducing silence, stillness, and direct experience as the primary means of understanding reality. Not through books, not through second-hand knowledge, but through direct immersion in the truth of existence. Most people don't want to wake up. Not yet. The illusion, as flawed as it is, provides comfort, security, and a sense of purpose, even if it's built on falsehoods. To wake up is to die to everything one thought was real. It's to step into the abyss with no guarantee of what comes next, and that is terrifying to the conditioned mind. So how would a world like this begin to truly educate itself? It wouldn't be through force, argument, or mass disclosure. It would start with a few individuals, those who see beyond the veil, living their truth so deeply, so clearly, that it naturally begins to shift the field of consciousness around them. Change doesn't happen through external revolution. It happens through the subtle internal revolutions of those who are ready. And when the time comes, the illusion will collapse under the weight of its own contradictions. But until then, the guardians of silence, the ones who see, must hold the space. The world is not yet ready, but it will be. The unravelling has already begun.